What's up? Welcome back to the Guitar Player and His Van podcast. I'm on my way back from Corbin, Kentucky. Just played at the Corbin Arena. I kind of skipped a week, the beginning, the first week in Nashville, playing at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. That was a very busy week. So, I didn't really feel like podcasting too much. But I'm on my way back. I got 2.5 hours, I think, left. Man, oh man. Man, oh fucking man. These past 2 weeks, we played 3 gigs. And the tour has started, ladies and gentlemen. The tour has started. It is... I'm flying. I am flying. I'm telling you what, I am just flying. Flying high. Got a lot of work this week ahead of us. And I think, what do we got? Maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks, sorta. Like a week and a half, really. And sometime next week, in the middle of the week, I'll be back down in Nashville, getting ready to head out on the tour bus for the first time in my life. I can't believe I'm even saying that. You know, it's an unbelievable feeling. Unbelievable. Try not to get choked up. Got a little choked up last night. I guess, where do I start? Let's go back to Nashville. Last weekend. It was like 6,000-7,000. Something like that, I think. Maybe 5 to 6. Let's go on the low numbers. It was 5,000 to 6,000 people in the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. That building is so historic. Everybody who's ever been important to country music, rock music, music in general, for the past 60 years, 60, 70 years, played there. I'm talking Prince, Elvis, Dolly Parton, Metallica, you know, jam bands like Fish and Widespread Panic, the Allman Brothers, Cheap Trick. I mean, it's everyone, okay? Unreal. Unreal. I was walking around looking at all that stuff one day, and I put up a little reel about it on my Instagram. And it's like I'm playing in the same place that these people have played. Like, these are the people I've been looking up to and listening to for years. I'm finally joining, you know, the underdog ranks, you know, like just like slightly. I'm there. I don't even know why I downplay myself, because it's not my name, you know, and Ryan is taking me to this spot in my life and allowing me to be there with him. You know, that's kind of the way I see it, you know. But I know everybody on my team, they would tell me, don't you dare look at it like that, or because we can't do it without any of you. You know, it is everybody makes this happen. That's what's so fucking powerful about Upchurch's team and the camp. We are all needing each other to pull this all off. We don't have what every other industry camp has. And we are achieving just the same, if not greater, results. I mean, it's just incredible to be a part of. To know that my hard work for the past 2.5 months, 2 months, is making this shit all come together. It's so wild, but I had only walked for that reel that I put up on my Instagram. I only walked the bottom part of the arena. Then I walked around the top side on the second day, the day of the show, and started seeing more ticket stubs and names, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And that's when I started like tearing up a little bit. Like, I've always had imposter syndrome, basically. I guess it's because nobody, I don't know, I guess I've had too many people around me in my life that are truly haters. They do not like to see my ego flex, to feel good about myself. And so, okay, I'll just sit here and feel bad about myself and think that I'm not worth it. And that I'm the same kid I was so long ago with none of the talent that I've earned. I you know, it's turned into a gift, but every bit of it was hard work, and some people don't like to hear any of this stuff, I guess. I think those are the people that are on the verge or have true ability, but they just, you know, they don't care about it enough because it just fell in their lap. They were born on third, and they know they were born on third. So they don't care if they hit the triple or not. They don't care if they even make it home. They're gonna get thrown out because they don't care enough to get there. While I started outside of the stadium watching the game, goddamn it. Oh shit, I'm gonna make myself cry. Watching the game on the big screen outside. Going, I love this. I love this game. I love all of those players. Those people are amazing. And I just pushed through, worked hard, got in every step of the way. Hey, can I play? You know, you get in the stadium and then eventually it's not even a, hey, can I play? It's, hey, do you want to play? And you're like, really? You want me to play with you? My goodness. I can't believe it. This feels so great. Thank you. And you don't realize until you're playing minor league ball how much you won the big leagues. You don't know until you're there. And then you finally get to move up and you're big time. It feels like I'm playing for the Yankees. Fuck that, I ain't playing for the Yankees. I'm no Yankee right now.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
I'm on the Rebels team, god damn it. Playing for the Rebels at this point. And it feels glorious because we're gonna kick the Yankees' ass. Uppity motherfuckers. Sorry for my language so early on in the podcast, but like I said, I am flying. And it's incredible. It's everything anybody ever said it was. And the most important thing that I can stress to people that are trying, is that the work you do 5 years ago, they don't pay off until about 5 years later. That's what I'm saying, is that you do not realize all the work you must do and the patience you must have with it. It gets pretty crazy how that works. It's compound interest when it comes to hard work. Putting in the time is like compound interest. And it becomes exponential at one point, basically. And then your trajectory is only defined by how much you continue to push. And if you continue to push, every year becomes more exciting. You continue to let go of your limits and your boundaries that you set for yourself. And I'm not talking about letting go of unhealthy boundaries, letting go of like the imposter syndrome, the ego, for that matter of fact. That's when it just turns over. It's like a engine that you've been working on and trying to get it to start, and it just won't turn over. You don't understand why it's stuck, and like it's all freed up. Everything's free. It's rotating. I don't understand why we can't get it to really turn over and stay on. And then one day it does. And then it just keeps running better and better and better. And you're like, what in the... It's because you've been working on it for so long. And it blows my mind where I'm at. Yeah, we played this Nashville show. My parents got to come. My godparents got to come. My bandmates from my first band, Dysfunctional Family, except Brando. Brando, you should have fucking... I don't know how you missed it, buddy. I know you're a busy motherfucker. But, these are all people in my life that have been there for so long. Been there to push me in the right direction. Give me the stepping stone I needed. And, that goes, that correlates with, why I named my band Tye and the Family Foundation, because it is a family, and the foundation that I rest upon and I sit upon is so stout and so strong and unbreakable at this point in my life, even when I lose those people and they pass on. Everything they've given me, I can survive a cataclysm because of them. I can take on so much because of those people and everybody that's been a part of my life that has, whether good or bad, positive, negative. I believe in the lessons learned from every situation and all of your experiences. And if you can have the consideration for all of those things and just perspective, the patience, puts you in those moments where you're fucking playing in front of 5,000, 6,000 people, and you almost can't believe it. You're like, how in the hell did we build this house? Well, we built it. And I hope that they all feel that they've helped build it too. Because that's how way I feel about it. I wouldn't have had any reason to. You know, I might live this life for me, but it's because I live it for them. And that's my selfishness. Is when you figure out how to use your selfishness for the good of the world, that's what means to become selfless. It's if you can stand on that line and walk in that paradox, then you're doing all the right things. Is that if it can work out for you and can work out for all the others around you and benefit the world, your selfishness has now became greatness. And that you know, I learned about that philosophy a long time ago, that every act that moves with a person is out of selfishness, out of their own self-interest, even when it's for the betterment of others. It's because you wouldn't do it unless that made you feel better. That's what you want to do in your life, and that's exactly the truth. Is that I like to do things that make me feel good, that make other people feel good. If they feel good, and then I feel good about it. And what's wrong with that? You can't tell me what's wrong with that. If you can, let's talk. Prove me wrong right there on that. I challenge anybody. And if really what it comes down to is that I guarantee that response to that is pessimistic, and it's not a positive view of the world. You're just a negative person, and you think that humanity is harmful for their own actions. That's what it would come down to in that argument. But the Nashville show was amazing. I couldn't have done it without my girlfriend being there. I swear. I wasn't ready. I needed her hugs and her guidance. Her just love for me, her belief in me has gotten me here. She's just shown me over the years that we've been together where I stand in this world, and that I am worthy of achieving things. And when you find somebody like that, you best fucking hang on to them. You can't. I know that some people are stronger, and I think I am. You know, strong enough to make it in this life alone. But if you want to do things, incredible things, you know, not all of us are capable of doing it alone. And I know I'm not. I can't do this stuff alone. I gotta have somebody that shares in the glory with me, that keeps me grounded and acts as the other part of my brain to help remind me of all the things I need to do to stay right, and be right, and act right. I mean, that's the reason why we're all here, right? You don't want to believe it, that's fine, but I believe we're all here to have a conversation and not be alone. Our soul, you know, is reaching out each other, to be embraced and feel something far more than loneliness. But yeah, I walked over to her after the show, and I said, well, I guess I can do this then. I'm capable of doing it. I'm not the best guitar player in the world. Not by a long shot. I'm just a decent one. And I can perform. I love to perform. Take people to a place that they take me to. It's been something I've just loved to do ever since it happened when I was 13 years old at my middle school, playing for 300 kids and teachers with my friends, and after that it was over with. You have people, scream at you for playing music. I don't know what it is, but it is something special. I think it's because frequency and vibration it affects our cells. It affects us on the atomic level. It's something that you can't get away from. But yeah, Nashville was wild. It was a start. This past Friday, though, we played Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville, Tennessee, and that was far more keen to what I'm used to. Back home, we got a club called a bar called the Trading Post in Oakford, Illinois, and it's got so much shit on the walls. There's so many dead animals, so many different antiques, big old buffalo girls get on and take pictures with. I admit, I've been on the buffalo and taken a picture on it. And then we have a club called Boondocks back home, where even JJ Lawhorn, he's played there. He played there a long while ago, and I played there many a times with Lick Creek and I guess Enameled as well. I played there with them. It can hold about 900 to 1,000, depending on the weather and how everybody feels about wanting to be there, congregated in that small little place like that. When it comes to that many people, it makes it small and everything gets tight. But you take the Trading Post and Boondocks and you add bull riding. That was what Cotton Eye Joe's felt like. It was a dirty club. I'll just say it. I'll straight up say it. That place is dirty. Just like Ryan said, it is like Roadhouse. It is something funky. But it was still a lot of fun. Ryan is just an amazing performer as well. Watching him interact with his crowd and his fan base, the Creek Squad, Holler Boys, getting to be a part of that is just a great feeling. I feel so blessed to be surrounded by such genuine realness. This nothing like it. There's nothing like him. There's never been a person like him. He might not feel that way, and he might believe that there are folks like him, but no. There's no one like that guy. He walks the line of paradox like no other. I used to call myself a walking contradiction. Man. It's unbelievable to see somebody who believes in himself so much, but knows that he could not be what he is without the people that have fallen in love with him and supports him, and that it is just as much about him as it is about them. And he really thinks it's far more about them. He is just the the vessel, the medium in which it comes through. He speaks for people that can't speak for themselves. He allows himself to be the voice of the unheard and the forgotten people of the South. And he's just so inspirational. I can't thank him enough to be a part of this. But yeah, Cotton Eye Joe's really felt like home territory, kind of. Like, I'm used to this. I'm used to about 900 people. I think they were going to cap it at 1,400. I don't know what we got to, but it was a 21 plus show, so people were having a good time. And once we got out of there, we immediately headed to Corbin that night, stayed at a Holiday Inn, and got some sleep. Woke up the next morning, headed to Corbin Arena, just right down the road. Fucking wild. That place, Corbin, is, again, the South just gets overlooked. Every day, the rest of the world forgets how much it is the heart of our country. It does not have what you think it's missing. It has it. You just haven't looked. You don't want to be there. Why? Because you don't fit in, right? Because you probably suck as a person. And that's the straight truth. You're probably not open enough, not free enough in the mind, that you have all these preconceived notions and labels that you're going to put on people. That you care about intelligence too much to care about stupidity. And that's how you view it. I know most of the ignorant people in this world that look at the South, they think stupid. No, it's not that. People that don't achieve the same educational values as you aren't just fucking somebody to be overlooked, alright? Everybody in this world has fucking value. And if you don't believe that, then you are the fucking bad person. And that is the truth, brother and sisters. Straight up. Like, just because you don't agree with people in this world, or you don't agree with the symbols that they hold dear to them, doesn't make you more righteous, doesn't make you more holier. You get on down the road with that. Like, and it's just, it's sickening to see people draw lines in the sand over that kind of stuff. It's like, have you even opened your mind to the idea that you might be wrong about everything? Good Lord. There's only so many conclusions of certainty that you can really pin down. I can't stand it. Sorry about that rant, but if there's anything I've learned, it's what I said on the last podcast about certainty. God's gonna laugh in your fucking face one day when you've made your conclusions. And he does it every time to me. But last night at Corbin Arena, 8,500 people showed up. Rodnecks, just like at the Nashville. I didn't mention that. Just at the Nashville show, man, he is. Him and T2 are amazing. They just have such a fire and energy to get people going. They warm up the crowd like no other. Rodnecks just comes out swinging. He comes off the stage and he is just drenched in his own sweat. And he's just up there with a microphone. He ain't having to play guitar or whatever. No, he's just all over the stage. And he's in front of the curtain even. Just killing it. I mean, watching him in Nashville and at the Corbin is what psychs me up. Allows me to drop my nervousness. And you know, it's not nervousness, it's just the jitters. It's exciting, people. Man, you're gonna go out in front of that many people and they're gonna stand there and watch you do it. Man, unreal. It's so many emotions, and you know, the only one emotion that you need is excitement and energy. Because if you let all of the, oh man, this is scary. Oh, I don't know, man, this is a little too much for me, then it will be. Because it is scary. So you have to fucking fight all of those other stupid emotions and turn them into, all right, let's go. This is energy. This is what I need. I'm going to go give them what they need. They're going to give me what I need to do it. And, you know, it's a bunch of other things, you know. A lot of hard work and practice, people. There was a point several times in the show last night where right before the song started, I had no idea what I was supposed to play. And I'm just sitting there going, okay, what is it? And about 2 measures or a measure before, bam, there it was. I knew exactly what it was. And it's because I've been working so hard at this stuff. And, you know, a person like me, I've learned so many songs, and I've forgotten so many songs. And songs can come back to you just like that sometimes. And it's because it's the amount of times you played them that they can be, you know, just inherently in you. Muscle memory, and then also channeling the melodies, what the song is, and how it starts. Very important. Last night, I would say I had a little bit more mistakes of my own that I noticed than Nashville, but I think I had a lot more wins. I had far more wins than I did have losses, basically. It's like, maybe got the ball stolen a couple times, but you shot fucking 34 points in the game, and you had like 5 threes. You know, like, it doesn't matter. Those losses, those stolen balls, they didn't matter. They didn't impact the final score. I love to look at things as sports, but it was just insane. We had some technical stuff go on, but we had a great team. We're working out our own kinks. We had Dave Mason on front of house, Nate Wilson on lights, ATS, Mason Sound, and our camp on our stage. Unreal. Unreal. I mean, the fact that like 2/3 of our show comes from my home area, from Central Illinois, Sangamon County area. It's, let's go. This is what I've been talking about for a long time. We love this shit. Like Hitbone said, we got the most musicians per capita north of Nashville. We got some of the best people that can ever do it, doing it with Upchurch. And yeah, that's to let you in on that secret a little bit. I probably shouldn't, but I'm really proud of those guys. I'm proud to be a part of it. The fact that it's us, it's unreal. And you know, shout out to Skippy, Rick Major at the Curve In Springfield, Illinois. Southside shit, we on some Southside shit, that's right. I wouldn't be here without him and his home and my stage, his stage, that place. I just wouldn't. That man knows how to nitpick, and he'll get under your skin and make you feel like crap for what you're thinking, and it's not what he's trying to do. He's trying to tell you that you're not enough yet. You don't know what it takes to even do it, because nobody really knows what it takes until they're there doing it. And most people, when they get to that spot, if they're not even close to knowing what it takes to do it, they will fail hard. I mean, absolutely fail, because they're not there. They're in a position in which they should not be. It's just the way it goes. I'm fortunate enough to be doing this at 30 years old. If I would have been dropped into this at 23, I would not be very good at doing it. I've worked every level of the game to get to this point. My father told me before the Nashville show, I didn't take you from the little leagues and drop you into the big leagues. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Every step. I've been on every level. And when you have that much experience, it gives you the ability to stand back and go, okay, am I looking at this right? Am I approaching this situation the correct way? When you've learned from so many different people and listened to their experience so that you can embrace it and make it your own, then you can help change yourself and the world. And I think that's as close as I can get to achieving something that my father is wanting to see for a long time. Is if the new generation listens to the previous ones above it, that's when the world actually changes. We keep thinking too much about the things our parents don't know and our grandparents don't know. We spend too much time on that. We miss out, or you will miss out, on what they do know and what you need to carry on with yourself so that you can achieve more. It's basic facts. It's common sense. It is exactly what it is. Quit trying to make something that ain't reality. and take what is reality and build upon that. Everybody who's ever done anything great for this world has been given enough abilities from the people before them to do that. And when it all comes together, that's when people go, oh my God, you're special, you're this. And that's when my imposter syndrome kicks in and goes, no, I mean, I know where all of this comes from, and it's not me. It's just I've collected all of these tools, and it's became me. Gives me the ability to do what I do. Yeah. It's incredible. It's just incredible. 8,500 people. Every once in a while, I would look behind the stands, out over the general mission area and the pit, and in the back, kind of near the concessions and stuff, I've seen people walk around. There was a merch line all the way around the frickin' arena. All the way around. And those people weren't going to the bathroom or anything. They were standing in line. I couldn't believe that when B-Luz told me. What the hell? That's ridiculous. Insane. Insane. It's just crazy. Just ridiculous. But anyways, JJ came out, and on his song Good Old Boys Like Us, he asked everybody to get the phones out, create all the little stars in the crowd. He got choked up kind of before that song a little bit, I think, or at some point. By the time we looked at all that, yeah, I got choked up. It was very powerful. So when you ask people to do that, that means, and they do it immediately, that means they believe in you. That means that they're willing to do something that shows you they're there. Because, you know, if you don't turn the lights on them, it just, you know, it's kind of, it's dark. It's darkness. And then when all those lights come on people's phones, it just, it was something special. T2 made it happen again at the end of the set on Southside, and that was a little more hype though, you know. It felt great though, because it's just like, all right, here we go. They all are again. You're still there. You're still fucking there. 2 hours and 30 minutes into the show, you're still there, you know. Just unreal. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody that was there. Shout out to all the people who drove really far away, like myself. I drove. I think this weekend's amount of driving totals to about 17 hours. Shout out to Kurt for helping us out on the lyrics on Jump the Gun. Shout out to Tyler May. Great meeting you, man. From Mount Vernon. If you're listening, I remembered your name. I think I know your Instagram now. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of the love and energy. I'm going to keep it up. We're going to keep getting better. This show is going to turn into just something incredible. I can't wait for August 3rd in Tylerville.
Take exit 179A, I-57 south toward Memphis, I-72 west.
I got my
toward
exit
Decatur.
coming up here in like 6 miles or something like that. Yeah, but August 3rd, I hope my whole town comes out. I hope the whole area shows out. I hope we all, I'm gonna get some shirts made. I want everybody to wear a shirt. That, you know, got Taylor crossed out, turning it into Tylerville that day. I want to show church and our camp the love that you don't just have for me, but you have for this idea of of all these things I'm talking about, that you do believe in hard work and perseverance and patience, and that it is possible for somebody in your own life to do big things, and that if you're that close, maybe, just maybe, it's possible for you to do great things in whatever you're doing and however you feel about it. Because I've always looked at all of the people at home like that. Most of the musicians, I mean, I love Annihilate. I love Annihilate to my heart, to my core. It is, I couldn't believe that a band like that existed in my hometown. And they gave me the first, that's what started it for me, basically. Like, oh, wow, that came from here, where I live. They went to Lanphier, where my parents went to. They grew up on the north end. They did it here, too. And there are so many musicians that are so great from home. So many young guys that want the same things that I want, you know. I never always knew that's what I wanted, though. But I do know now that I want this. I want it bad. I love doing it. I want to be a symbol for them and the world, and just bring happiness to people's lives and my own. And I just thank you all for helping me achieve that. I wouldn't be here without you. Shout out to church. Shout out to the 217, the 615, the Creek Squad, all alive, everywhere around the country. Y'all mean everything. This moment of my life, even if it's just this tour, it'll take me a while to process it all, if it's all that ever happens. But I don't think that's the truth. I think there's going to be a lot more ahead for me and all of these people I'm with right now. Anyways, I gotta go, or I'm gonna miss my exit or something. Love y'all. This has been the Guitar Player in His Van podcast. I gotta get these damn things out. I'm behind schedule. Peace.